Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Echoes of Legacy, episode 28, part one of our finale. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for joining us on this journey and on the story, and we're excited to bring it to its epic conclusion. Last time, our heroes worked on preparing for the battle, preparing for the war, getting their troops in line, making their final preparations, getting a hot sword boyfriend, meeting a cool AI that you've installed in your ship, all sorts of things, getting yourselves ready and prepped for the final fight. We're going to pick up the night before the battle. Tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow is the day that you lead your forces on the assault on Paradise Isle to stop Valerian from destroying the world, perhaps the universe. And I think the group of you, just the four of you for right now, are sitting around the dining room table, having dinner that Rehya prepared. What are you guys talking about?
Is there even conversation? Like, oh
man,
maybe this may be the first time we're all quiet, just
Mhm.
eating a meal. It feels like
Really good, Rhea. Thanks.
of course you're welcome. She's shoving food in her mouth so she doesn't have to talk.
you carbo loading. What's happening?
Big day, big day tomorrow.
Pass them some water.
Drink. Thanks. Sorry. Thanks.
It's all good. It's all good. I hope big day tomorrow is an understatement, but yeah. Oh, we can do this. 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 Things are different. Way different from the letter's perspective, at least. Pete, have you written another letter just to ask? Have you written another letter just in case?
Not yet. I was later tonight plans.
Okay.
Gotta get all your ducks in a line. So
Sure do. Okay. All right. Okay.
Do you guys remember when we were in the desert and we first saw like God mode in our phones and we were like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. This feels like it's the perpetual state of being in the moment right before we press the button, you know? That's what I'm feeling right now anyway.
And it is that mix of anxiety and exhilaration.
that's kind of how I mean, I'm sure you guys were really excited to go to the party, but that's kind of how I felt before I went over to your house, Rhea.
Before you what?
When for the party.
When we all first met.
Yeah.
When we all first met. Way back when. God.
What, all like 3 or 4 weeks ago?
Whoa.
It's like so long ago. Oh,
What
man.
brought you all there? Like, why? Obviously, Rhea, you were hosting a party, but why'd you go?
I mean, I had to make sure you were okay. So
Yeah.
The debate team really wanted to go. I didn't usually go to parties, but they seemed pretty adamant. So I guess I went as like a team building kind of thing. I guess we did build a team. Not the one we were expecting.
Oh, I could never expect any of this. And yet here we are. Here we are.
Do you guys regret coming to my party?
Well, it's certainly been a wild ride since then. But I don't regret it.
It was a good party while it was happening.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's quite the rager.
Yeah. No, I don't regret it.
I went to that party hoping that I'd make friends.
Yeah.
So I'd say it worked out pretty well.
You even got yourself a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like more than a friend. So that nice.
I mean, honestly, even saying friend for all of you feels a little insignificant, a little less. Like a friend is someone that you like, I don't know, like go to brunch with and maybe like go see a movie, but God, it's so like it's so overdone, right? Oh no, you guys are family. Like feels like we're like in a show or something like that. I don't know, but
It's a good
kind of
show.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good show. This is going to be a season finale, not a series one. Oh, boy. I can't believe we're going to save the world. I can't believe a bunch of college students are going to save an entire world from being destroyed. I don't know if you can put that on your resume. I don't know how you would write that on a resume, but I think it would do adequately.
Do you guys, and if you don't know yet, that's okay, but are you set on going back?
Personally, I don't know if I can go back yet. I mean, with the deal with the illustrious Jin, kind of gave up motivation to go for like what, a decade? Yeah. So I don't know if returning home is even possible for me, but I'll see. I'll try.
Does the magic still hold even though they're not there anymore?
I mean, I can feel magic around me, in me, but I don't think I can feel the specific hold on me yet. Maybe I haven't delved deep enough into the concept or physical aspect of it. But I'm sure it's there somewhere.
I mean, you only gave up your want to go home. Doesn't mean you could go. You just don't, I guess, care about it anymore.
It's weird. I don't really know. It's it's clicked that it's a thing, but it hasn't clicked that it's solid yet. Like the concept of going home is possible, but the urge isn't there. It's weird. And I mean, we don't really know how time works when we do travel, right? So gods only know how long we've been gone for. And
And with all the loops and
exactly. So
as for me, I haven't really thought about I I don't know. I guess I'll see how this goes. you know, is hard to plan when we could be doing this again next week. So, I don't know. Ray, what about you?
I am not going back.
So you're staying here?
Yeah, I am. I'm staying here and I want to do this. And she's pointing to the 4 swords that she has strapped to her body. I'm good at this. I'm not good at anything back home. So, and the people that I care about and that care about me are sitting mostly at this table. So, you know, there are people I'll miss, but I won't do them well by being there. So, yeah, I think I'm staying here.
And the
Belle?
horns would be kind of
The
weird.
horns, yeah,
Yeah.
the horns would be hard, and a tail, it would be hard to
Yeah.
explain, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to go away either. Like, I love them. I think they're so cool. And if I went back home, I might lose them, and that would make me sad. And then I'd have to come back here and drink another cactus juice, and then we'd be fucked. So
I can't believe
it's-
that's how you got those cactus.
that's like a core memory for me, honestly. I was like, what could go? And honestly, in the scale of things that could have gone wrong, now that we know how fucked up this place is,
Yeah.
it's really not the worst thing. So
Oh yeah,
anyway.
I went to the in between. That was the first time.
That was bad. That was awful.
That was awful. I didn't want to be there at all. I
Really
wanted to leave
bad.
as soon as possible. Now
Yeah, it was bad.
we're trying to get back there. So, and I've seen so much more in there. Hopefully, now I'm kind of just want to see what else is out there.
Yeah.
Val?
I don't really want to go home. I don't know what that means for where I'll be, but I don't know. I think I've kind of realized that people are what is home to me, not Earth. So I think whether that's here, whether that's traveling elsewhere in all the worlds that we now know are out there, both maybe. Yeah.
Well, we've all got our plans. So that's good. We're all looking towards the future. That's better. Now we just have to fight in the present.
How early do we have to get up tomorrow?
I
Yes.
mean,
I could do like 9.
Yeah, no earlier, honestly.
like, yeah, I don't think this is like a, we need to be up at 6, ready to go by 7 kind of
Thank
situation.
you. That's what I was thinking too.
And the ship moves really fast.
Yeah,
So
we can,
no
you know,
traffic.
Traffic in the
right,
sky, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Um, So I guess, whatever you need to do to be ready at 9.
I'll have coffee on at 8.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Great. Great.
That's like a final exam in college. Jesus.
And I always failed those, so that doesn't bode well.
Oh,
Sorry, that's not funny.
no, it's hey.
I
You
yeah.
were like ready to graduate though. So like, hey.
Hey.
I cheated,
worked.
but it worked.
Hey,
It's
I'm
true.
happy to cheat tomorrow if we need to. If
Hey,
that's
no-
what it takes to pass.
no such thing as a fair fight in war.
True.
Yeah.
If you gotta cheat, you can cheat. Just gotta be ready for them to cheat too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will I'll do the dishes. You guys want to do whatever you're gonna do tonight, but yeah. Let's do it. Let's do this. I'm feeling ready.
Feeling ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right. This is the worst.
Giggly doing the dishes. Okay, so Rhea goes to do the dishes. What does everyone else do before bedtime?
I have a lot of paperwork to get done.
Okay. What does that mean, Peter?
Well, Peter, in the past, how many iterations have we done so far? 5? It was 5. We're on 6 now.
Mhm.
Peter 5 wrote me a letter. So I figure I'll pre-write this one just in case the heat of the battle. I don't know how much time I'll have to leave myself a letter. So I write a very similar letter to the one that I read in the library. And I got a lot of stuff to worry about tomorrow, and I don't know how that's gonna go. So I also have letters to write to my friends as well. So I'll spend the night doing that.
Okay. All right. I think Draven, they bring you your two friends, I don't generals. I don't know
Cohorts.
cohorts. They supply you with coffee and everything you need
Mhm.
prior while you're doing this. And Draven looks to you and he goes, "Are you ready?"
I've probably said yes to that question many times. I think that, ready as I'll ever be. Give it another shot if I wasn't ready this time.
Are you sure that will work again?
No. I guess I got lucky a couple times in a row that I didn't die first. No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready if we win or if we lose. Uh, if we lose, we do it all again, and we know how that goes. I guess I
Right.
don't really know the ending if I win or we win. I don't want you guys to have to. I want to fix everything, and I don't know how that's gonna go.
Well, you also should be prepared that you won't be able to fix everything.
Huh. Mm. No, I need to fix everything. So we're gonna plan for that. And if I can't fix everything, I'll keep fixing it until I fix everything. So I'm not gonna worry about not fixing everything. Because
My queen, you can't fix everything. You can only fix what you can, and if there are things outside of your control, that's outside of your control.
but then there'll be more problems that, we can. I mean, I don't have to say I solve the problems, but we can assess them and worry about them as they pop up. And, I don't, when knowing I'm able to do everything over and over and over, I want to get this one right. So, I'll get it right this time.
What is right?
I'll to our plan. I guess I guess it's set back to the way it was before we got here, as close to that as we can get. I guess that's probably what's right. Right?
I suppose. I mean, defeating Valerian and wherever the cards fall after that is where they fall.
I guess do you want to go back to the way you were before the infection?
I don't mind the way I am now.
Okay. But if you were offered a way to fix reset how you are, would that be something you're interested in?
No. I have a body that can heal from nearly any injury. I am connected to many other beings. I can do things I could never have done when I was the way I was before. And as much as we are not in his camp anymore, the Drowned King was attempting to bring back a people that were wiped away by Valerian and his people. And so I feel a bit of obligation and honor in carrying on that legacy.
Do you happen to know how the rest of the infected feel?
Lilith pops up next to you from your shadow. And she goes, I feel the same way as Draven.
And I guess this is a question for Alec.
Mm-hmm.
They're the drowned and the rest of them are the infected.
Right. Infected eventually either succumb to the infection or turn to drowned.
Okay. I guess I want to talk to the infected then to see how they feel about it, because their fate is different. I guess talking to Draven now, their fate is different than yours. And I guess I want everyone to pick and choose what they want.
You're trying to fix everything again.
No.
Yes.
This is a problem that I caused by being selfish and trying to create an army to save all of my friends. So yeah, I'm gonna fix what I did.
And is believing that you must and will fix everything, is that not selfish? And that failure is not an option? Failure is life's greatest teacher.
I don't want to fail other people though. I can fail for me and I could go fix that in the future, but I don't want to fail. I have 500 people plus 4 plus.
And if you're failing yourself, how can all of those people possibly rely on you? Because we all, whether we are part of your cohort or not, or your friends out there, we all care about you. And we wish you to succeed as just as much as you wish to fix everything.
So I'll succeed.
And Draven, with that, kind of like puts a hand on your shoulder. And he goes, we will follow you wherever you go. But remember, focus on staying alive and keeping your friends alive tomorrow. After the battle's done, we can sort everything else out.
Yeah, I can agree to that.
Focus on the moment. You're going to be amazing.
Thanks.
And he's going to go get you more coffee.
I need it. It's going to be a long night.
Okay. I think we're going to jump cut to shaky dishes over here. Rhea. Rhea, you are doing the dishes. Anything in particular you wish to do while doing the dishes? Besides from like... You are muted.
So sorry. My new mic has a mute button. Didn't remember that. Okay. Yes, she is really trying, like when her friends and people are coming and going, she's like, yeah, like it's gonna be great, guys. It's gonna be awesome. But when she's not, when people aren't there to observe her, she is like, a couple dishes have fallen and she's like swept up and things because she's really scared. She's very scared. But when she's done with that, I mean, everybody kind of has their people. And so Rhea's gonna go, I think she'll make another pot of coffee because she sees Draven coming and going for Peter. And after that, she'll just go to her room and kind of de-sword herself and take off her cool red jacket and is going to make because like what we think appears, right? We can kind of shape our space in this ship, right?
Right.
So she's gonna make what kind of looks like the balcony off of the casino where they all met with the djinn. And of course it's like not real, but she kind of closes her eyes and convinces herself that she's in a space where she can look out to this like endless ocean and not see all of the horrors that are going to come for them tomorrow. And is going to, with waxing and waning, do a like 10 to 15 minute kind of warm up with them. And then she's going to take out Rend, her sword with the eyeball, and just look at him because she knows he can understand her.
Yeah.
You don't have to come out, but I'm gonna practice. Is that okay?
You see the sword leaves your hands as it turns to shadow and coalesces into him as he's like sitting on the desk or the chair next to you, wherever you may be. Not in his full armor and regalia, just kind of like a black shirt and black pants. And he goes, "Do you want to talk about why you were breaking the dishes?"
I really thought you could hear when I was talking to you. You can hear
No,
the whole environment.
I'm conscious. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
and
really
your hands were shaking as you were holding me. So,
super fair.
Mhm.
I don't know. You've done this before with the whole like,
Yes, I've been to war before. Yeah.
Yeah, it's scary. It's not fun. It's not a good time.
When you think about it too much, yeah, absolutely.
How do I think about it less?
You focus on what's in front of you. That's how you live. That's how you make it through war. Is you focus on what's in front of you. We're not sitting in some boardroom directing, troops and things like that. We're going to be out on the field.
Yeah.
So you focus on what you can control, and what can you control?
Myself.
Yes. You can control yourself and your actions and what you can do. And so what are you going to do tomorrow?
A lot of people.
Okay.
Is that the right answer?
There's no right answer here, Rhea.
Oof.
I'm just trying to get you to think about what you need to focus on tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that is what?
Keeping the people behind me alive.
Okay. Keep going.
And keeping the people in front of me from when I fight, I think about it like I've literally done this before where I draw a line and I step over it, and my goal is to keep the people in front of me from crossing the line behind me. And that is for me to think about one thing. But it's super melodramatic and a little tacky.
A little bit. But
yeah,
so your focus is the line. Not everything else tomorrow, not all the things going on, the line.
Yeah.
That's all you need to worry about is the line. And fixing your stance when you make an overhead strike. But we can work on that.
We can work on that. Is that going to make or break I don't
No,
think it will.
you'll be fine.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Are you planning to jump in and out of this, or are you going to stay like that?
I mean, if you need me, I'm happy to. I mean, if you're going to die, I will step in, but yeah.
Can I ask you just a super blunt question?
Sure.
You are really like cool with all this and have really jumped on board like to our I haven't explained really anything about what's going on to you, and you're just kind of like, yeah, I'll help you. Why is that? You don't know us. You don't know me.
I'm your weapon. It's kind of what I do.
Okay, slow down, Rend. Jeez. I mean, yeah, so no, fair. It's fair. Yeah. But like, I mean, how long have you been a sword?
Not quite sure. I was given to Lady Tiamat as a gift a long time ago. So a couple thousand years probably.
Okay. So do you need a weapon?
Do I need a weapon? No.
Uh-huh.
I am the
Oh,
weapon.
okay. But like if I'm dying and you need to like save me or whatever,
Mhm.
you're just gonna like fisticuffs a demon?
You see, he basically like lifts up his right hand, and you see shadow encases his right hand, and you see it does turn into like he has a bladed arm.
Oh, that is cool. Okay. Got it.
I'm a sword. It's kind of
Your
part of the
thing.
thing.
It's your
Yeah.
shtick.
Yeah.
It is a
Yes.
little tacky.
Well, so is the line. So
Okay. Just critique my overhand, and anyway, thank you, Rend. I appreciate it. This will be a quick training. I don't want to keep you up all night. Do you sleep?
I am a sentient sword.
That's super fair. That's really fair. Okay. Anyway, I need to go to sleep soon, so okay. And she'll go into it.
Okay.
And a half hour of that, and she's gonna try and get some sleep if she can.
Okay. Sounds good. So you train for a half an hour or so. And then you head to sleep. Anything else?
I will. Rend, can you want to be you like being a sword more than a dude, right?
What do you need?
I just, now that I know you're like conscious all the time, I'm gonna go to sleep and you're gonna be awake and your eye can't like shut, and I just
Do you want me to
do you
stay a
need
guy
like
and fall asleep and pretend to be asleep?
no, that I don't want you to like pretend to be asleep. I'm just saying you can be a sword, but I do want to put a blanket over you so you're not watching me sleep. Don't you think that's weird?
I mean, it's not that I'm just staring. If you got to put a blanket over me, fine. Or I can just go get a drink.
Oh, yeah, go get a drink. I didn't know you consumed stuff other than souls.
I still have, everything still works. So
Sorry. Yeah, go get a drink. Go get a drink. Go get a drink, Rend. Go get a drink.
I'll go get a drink. Do you want me to
Okay.
sleep out there or something? Or be out there? What do you do? Or do you want me to come in here and put a blanket over myself and then turn back into a sword? Like, what do you?
You don't have to do whatever you want. Rend, we're both adults. You're 2000, I'm 24. Really, there's no difference. So yeah, you can do whatever you want. You can even make your own room if you want. If you just like think about it hard enough, a door will appear and you can sleep in your own room if you feel like it.
I need to stay close to you, but yeah.
Then you can just come in here. I probably am not going to fall asleep for a while anyway, so.
Do you want a drink?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go get us drinks.
Doubles.
As Rend leaves the room. Okay. All right. We're going to jump over to Val, where do we find you at the end of the day?
Val has similar to Rhea, is needing a different space
Mhm.
than currently exists. So um she is like, well, what makes people relax? I don't know. People go to the spa to relax, I guess. So she has essentially made like a warm pool that she can like put her feet in. Um and similar to Rhea, just is like staring out at the water, trying to both think through everything that might happen tomorrow and also not spiral into thinking about everything that might happen tomorrow. Um, but having her feet in the warm water gives her something to ground to try and hopefully sleep at some point.
Okay. You hear a soft knock on the door, and Rin pokes his head in and he goes, can I come in?"
Yeah, yeah, that'd be great.
And he comes in, and you see he's been absent since you guys really went to the in-between. So you haven't seen him for a couple of hours, and he comes up and rolls up his pant legs to kind of mid-calf and sets his feet into the water and sits next to you, and he goes, "Are you okay?"
No? Yes? I I've never felt both this sense of dread and just this wanting to get it over with at the same time.
Yeah, I understand that. I feel pretty similar about it. I'm looking forward to getting tomorrow over with, and I'm not looking forward to tomorrow at all.
Yeah. How are you doing?
It's been a weird day. Um, I was missing half of my memories and abilities and self for a while, and I got used to that. And now having him kicking around in my head now is an experience. Um, but it also feels good at the same time. It's when you have like I had like a pit, that was empty for a while and felt like I was missing something. So it feels good to be connected wholly again, I guess. And thank you for going with me and doing that with me yesterday.
Yeah, of course.
I'm
Do
gonna
you
oh, you go.
um do you does it feel really different?
It's it's like, you ever pick up something like a skill or an instrument or a sport or something like that, and suddenly you're just really good at it, but you didn't know you were good at it. It's kind of like that. It's like I keep figuring things out that I now can do that I couldn't do yesterday. And and he's not all gone either, and so it's kind of a weird experience, but I've got control. I've got everything locked down, but it's just I feel off a little bit sometimes. I'm sure that
Yeah.
fusing
Yeah,
of
no,
two souls will do
that
that.
make yeah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
We're gonna get through tomorrow. And he kind of puts his hand on your leg, like reaching for your hand.
She'll take his hand and squeeze it back. Yeah,
We've
yeah,
got a we've got a whole adventure we have to go on afterwards, so we have to.
right, right. I, you know, I keep my promises and I don't take that lightly.
Good. So no risky you go, I'll hold them stuff tomorrow, okay? We do it together.
Yeah.
What is it?
I just this is the first time that I've had a lot to lose.
And that scares you?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm more scared of losing things that I care about, people that I care about, than I've been of anything before. And I don't know what to do with that.
Use it. Because you're not fighting for selfish reasons. You're not doing what you're doing because it's for personal gain or benefit or something. You're doing it to protect other people. And when we have something to protect, we're stronger than anybody.
Right?
You're not going to lose me. I'm not going anywhere. And you're not going anywhere either. I
Okay.
mean, we have dragons and a mech and this insane spaceship thing, right? Jeane was telling me about a thing called Star Wars. Apparently they have these things in those.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know you
Right.
guys had spaceships where you guys were from.
It's complicated, but that's okay.
We can do it. Okay?
Okay.
And you see, he kind of like looks down. He's like, see, like something, he's about to say something, and then he kind of like catches himself for a moment and just kind of like looks down. And that Rin, that nervous Rin, has kind of returned, even though he's never really lost it. That kind of very nervous Rin returns as he like looks down at the water. And he's like, and just kind of makes a bunch of noises, like tries to start a sentence a bunch of times. Um, but like just keeps getting caught.
She's gonna like give him like a little lean into him and give him like a little like, what is it?
I don't I I don't know how it works where you're from. But I don't want to go into tomorrow not saying something that is very important that I've wanted to say for a bit, but and you see he's like all flustered, his face is flush. I love you.
She'll take his hand that was sitting on her leg and pull it up and give it a kiss and hold it against her cheek. I love you too.
And he'll lean in and kiss you. Okay. All right. And I think that's a good button for that. And we're going to pan across the ship. Jeane, where do we find you?
Find Jeane staring at the core of the ship. And he's trying to listen to his own thoughts. But the metronome is really making that difficult.
Did we did we rename your AI?
We didn't. I know we just integrated um integrated I'm forgetting the name. Oh no. Fuck.
Watch.
Watch. We integrated watch into the system.
You'd see watch apparates next to you, kind of the data, the weave streams kind of form her body. She appears next to you and she goes, Are you okay? Do you need like a something for your head?
And like there's a moment where he doesn't respond for like a second too long. And he turns to them. Sorry, what?
You're I sense some disruption in your biological signs, and so I was just checking in on you to see if you're okay.
Yeah, I'm fine physically. It's just mentally and morally it's becoming the issue.
Would you like to talk about it?
I'm able to talk through a lot. I don't know how to talk about this.
Try.
I was on the same path. I'm on the same path as Valerian.
What do you mean?
In the pursuit to do good, something in the pursuit to do good, to explore, to learn, something changed in that man. I don't know if it was before or after he started to exist in his realm of magics. But because of that, he is who he is and he's done what he's done. And now I'm listening to the same symphony, unsure if I'll stand with it or let it consume me.
Well, every composer works with the same music theory, but it's up to them to determine what music they make. Valerian had a choice, as do you. Valerian chose to go down the path that he went down. It doesn't mean you have to follow.
But to stop him, I have to.
Would you mind elaborating?
My power alone hasn't been enough to stop that man 5 times at this point. And I'm wondering if it's because I won't cross that line. The line that I can no longer that I can't turn away from, turn back from.
Have you considered that that may be also the reason you have lost in the past? Because you considered the same thing, that you had to be like him to beat him, and being like him caused you to fail because you weren't thinking like Jeane. You were thinking like Valerian.
I wish I knew. I hope to all the gods, the stars, the empty space, space full of life, that I knew that answer so I could choose differently, but I can't. And I don't know. And usually the unknown would thrill me beyond measure, but not knowing the unknown this time is it almost makes me feel hopeless. And that's not who I am.
Who are you?
I'm a college kid that loves to invent, loves to learn, loves to help, loves to smile, loves to hope. I hope that's enough.
And Valerian is a narcissistic, controlling murderer. Those are things you are not. So tomorrow, when you compose your music, compose music of hope. Compose music of Jeane. Because I can guarantee that those sounds will drown out his discordant ones.
And I think Jeane, looking at this engine, looking at the magic swirling within it, I think he places his hand on the globe, just teasing a touching glance at the magic itself. The wisps and strings of it do wrap around his fingers. He balls up his fist. I want to win so badly. I want to see my friends live the lives they want to live. I want to live. And we will. We will.
All right, I think we're going to pan away from Jeane. And unless there's anything else in the evening that anybody... Yes, you have something?
Yeah, can I go knock on everyone's doors?
Yeah, do you want to do it one at a time?
Well, yeah, I can't knock at all of them at once. So yes, one at a time. I guess I'll go to Rhea's first.
I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Betty, but I think Peter would hear conversation.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Come in.
oh, okay. Uh, hey,
Hi.
I guess I'll pitch it to you first.
Love it. Have a seat.
Do you want to drink? I didn't know I could still get drunk. Do you want to drink?
No.
Are
Okay.
you for sure about that? Or
I can just imagine, and he like looks at the desk and there's a bottle of whiskey. Look at that. Look at that.
Ren, what the hell,
This is
dude?
crazy. This is crazy.
Oh my god. Cheers.
Um,
Yeah. What's up?
you know, I potentially keeping it real lighthearted here.
Love
I didn't
it.
really want to spend, our last night alone. I was wondering if you guys wanted to have a slumber party for the last night. If you guys want, if you want your own space, no need.
Rhea is gonna set her glass down, come up and grab you by the shoulders. Peter, that is such a good idea. Yes, we should.
I figured the ship would generate a really cool like pillow fort situation.
Oh my god, yes.
So
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Wait, do you want to wake up everybody else, or do you want I can go make the fort?
Do you think they're all sleeping?
No.
What's the slumber party?
We're all
Ren!
gonna sleep in the same room.
Ren!
A barracks. Got it.
But like it's fun, not like a barracks.
It's like
Got it.
Ren is a pretty like manly, cool guy, so he can call it barracks.
You can call it the
we'll know
barracks,
it's
but just know it's
slumber
fun.
party.
It's not, less wartime talk, more pillow fighting.
Oh,
No fighting.
Got it. That kind of barracks. Okay.
Yeah.
Been there.
I'm gonna
Nice. I will make the barracks.
Right.
You do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we pan. Where are you going next?
To Val's room, I guess.
Val comes to the door and opens it, fully clothed, soaking wet. Hi, what's up?
If you're busy, it's not a big deal. I just figured last night we should have like a slumber party. All sleep in the same room. I figured it'd be kind of sad to spend our last nights alone. I mean, I guess you would be alone. Ring can come.
That's a great idea, Peter. Yeah, I made a pool. Just give me like, yeah, just let me get changed and
No rush. Rhea's
be
making
there.
the barracks. We're calling them that
Barracks?
because Rend is being weird about the slumber party
Oh.
thing.
Oh,
But it'll be
barracks.
fun. It's not.
Yeah.
You hear the sound
barracks.
of Rin falling over trying to get a shoe on.
God. They're drunk. So we'll see how that fight goes tomorrow. I'm gonna go get Jeane.
Okay,
We'll see you in the room that's full of pillows.
Great.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, and then we jump cut to Jeane.
I guess there's no door to knock.
'Cause you're still in the cockpit, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Jeane, watch. Hi.
Hello.
I figured Jeane slumber party for last night.
Oh.
Before the fight.
I mean, this ship is it's probably capable of making a fantastic fort. So
That's what I said.
yeah.
We're installing a castle inside the ship.
Technically.
Out of pillows. Do you want to come?
That doesn't seem very structurally sound.
Well, luckily we
No.
have this ship around us that's structurally sound, so it's fun.
Mhm.
Ah, okay. It's recreation?
Mm,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, Yes, that would be fun.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's come on.
Come on. So I imagine you all get together in like a center chamber somewhere that has been imagined up. Gang, what does this magnificent pillow fort look like?
I want a nest. I want a big pillow nest with blankets.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I want it to look like a tent on the inside where it's like got like drapes that are like
Yes.
around it, and it's got
Mhm.
twinkle lights then on the inside. It basically looks like
Yeah.
we're just like in like a little blanket cave,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
it's got like good little drapey bits.
It's gotta-
And there's snacks.
Snacks.
be
There's like
snacks.
candles, so it smells really nice.
Yeah,
but
really
nothing can
chill.
catch on fire. Yeah.
No.
There's a mix of
Magic
different size
fire.
pillows, like with their beanbag chairs that are the size of like a
Yeah.
size mattress.
Mhm,
It's outrageous.
mhm, mhm.
It's outrageous.
It's hard-
Absolutely.
it's hard to
I
walk
want
in.
this so bad.
I know.
I want it to just be so hard to walk in. It's an inconvenience to not just exist.
Like
Uh-huh.
when Community, I don't know if people watch Community, but
Yes.
when they turn the entire
That's exactly
college
what
into
I'm
a pillow
picturing.
fort
yes.
kind of thing. Got
Yes,
it. Got it.
exactly.
But thanks for entertaining this, guys. I guess we've had a lot of slumber parties, but this is like a slumber party.
Yeah, yeah. No, there's
I don't-
popcorn at this one.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
really count. I don't really count sleeping in watches as the pill.
Yeah, it's not really
Yeah.
a good vibe for sure.
Hey, but no killer clowns, no sandworms, no genies,
Yeah.
no vampire. It's only us. It's only us.
This is the comfiest barracks I've ever been in.
It's
I'll be real.
Good,
I'm
isn't
glad.
it?
Very, very comfortable. That's like he's on one of the beanbag chairs, like sunken in.
He's
Like,
This is great.
doing great. He's
Yeah,
just sinking
this
more
is-
and more. Every time we look at him, less of him. Is
Being consumed
That's
by the
amazing.
chair.
Who put the mimic beanbag chair in here? God damn it.
What is that? Oh my God. This is so off topic. I'm having a vivid scene from a movie where is it Freddy, where he drags Johnny
Yes,
Depp into the
into the
bed?
bed, yes.
Yes.
Let's just hope that doesn't happen here.
No,
I know.
no nightmare creatures here.
Thank God.
But
Not
you
yet.
are all in your pillow fort now.
Nice. This was such a good idea, Peter. Does anybody want hot chocolate? I'll go make hot chocolate.
Are you drunk?
We can imagine the hot chocolate.
Are you drunk?
Look at, and you see just hot, like melted chocolate as Ren.
No,
I've done it.
no, bad.
Oh, okay.
Think about a cup.
Also, Ren, I need you to know you don't have to do this to imagine
I
it.
thought I thought that was how it worked.
I think
you
he
just
might
think it.
need to do
It helps.
that
No,
to imagine it,
It
actually.
helps. It helps.
Oh,
It
okay.
definitely helps. 100%.
Got it. Cup, and then cup appears. And he also, every time he makes it, he says it out loud. He's like whiskey.
But yeah, I guess thanks. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Peter. You've been saving our asses for who knows how long. You might do it again today if we fuck up badly enough.
I guess it's saving. Yeah.
You've been saving us pretty much from jump, honestly.
If I can't save everyone tomorrow, are you guys gonna be mad?
Peter, no. Well,
This is as cliche as it sounds, this is war. People are gonna die.
Yeah. It's just, I guess, when you think about it, I've given us so many chances to not screw it up. You'd think I'd want to get it right this time. I guess being in Novum, it's like, this is a world that, I didn't want to fuck it up. So, but I guess, if you guys are safe, it's it can't be fucked up.
Val's gonna sit up from where she was like, she like had her like a little head on a pillow in Rin's lap and is gonna like sit up at this. Be like, Peter, I think this is the kind of thing where we're looking for a passing score, not a perfect one.
Yeah.
And um I want us all to make it. We're going to all make it. But if but 3 out of 4 is still pretty good. I think we all know what we're getting into.
It's just, when you have the ability to do it over and over, it's hard not to want it to be exactly the way you picture it,
That wouldn't be life then. It's not how it works.
And it's dangerous, as Rin kind of pipes up, to keep redoing it.
Yeah.
It's also not your fault. Even if you feel like you have the chance, it doesn't mean it's your fault that something happens.
And that,
because you didn't cause it.
all right, I'll relent, I guess. But yeah, yeah. Let's not aim for 3 out of 4 though.
Let's aim for a perfect score, but
see, Rand is counting. Like, hold on.
You don't count, Rand.
Oh damn.
Oh damn.
But if you do die tomorrow, you go to Valhalla. You eat and drink and fight for eternity. It's great.
You're a Viking?
I think. I don't know.
We have to be ready for finite disappointment. But we can never lose infinite hope.
Wash kind of grins at that. And drinking her like it's made of like data drink, like it's good hot chocolate. It's like not real hot
data.
Chocolate. It's like made of it's hard light.
Ones and zeros.
Yeah, it's hard light.
The zeros go way harder than the ones.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
I programmed chocolate so I can taste what it's like.
If it's 3 out of 4, not in my favor, you guys aren't allowed to be like sad. Because we did it.
What the hell are you talking about?
Hey, we're not allowed. You're not allowed to be sad.
Not allowed to be sad.
We'll be
You're not allowed
devastated.
for like a week. Please don't be sad for too long.
Draven's like, I will be sad for a very long time.
No, Draven. No. But I just, you're right. It's, if something happens to you guys, do you know how hard it's not going to be like, done, let's do it. I don't want to lose you guys.
Do you know it'll work?
No, I'll sure try though, huh?
And that was Ren.
Yeah.
As much as I would love to see the laws of time and space ripped asunder for me,
Yeah,
I'm gonna say, give it a moment.
Yeah.
Before you go back.
I won't be trigger happy.
Yes, please don't.
But I just want to, I'm happy if we win.
Yeah.
I want you guys to know that.
I think we should. Oh,
Go no.
No,
No.
please, Ren.
I was gonna say. Champagne in everyone's hands, and
Ooh.
everyone gets. Everyone
It's
gets.
just a splash of
It's a
champagne,
splash
no
of
bottle.
champagne in glass in everyone's hands. Aha! And you all get a glass of champagne. I think we should toast to victory.
To victory and to hope.
Infinite hope.
To
Yeah.
fighting for each other to the very end, whatever that means.
Yes.
Cheers.
Moving forward. Cheers.
Well,
Ding.
cheers. All right.
That's just more whiskey. What the fuck?
I don't really know what champagne is. I've never had it, so
Oh my god, it's just bubbly whiskey.
It's just whiskey.
Why is the
It's
whiskey
just car-
carbonated?
it's just carbonated whiskey.
Oh my god.
Listen,
I like this guy.
I do my
Uh-huh.
best. High five.
Ah.
I fully miss.
Oh man.
Okay, wait. I think we should tell.
Spin the bottle.
Yes!
No!
Yes! Peter!
Peter,
Yes!
No, no.
Yes!
I'm a bottle.
Make a friend, make a bottle. Just kidding.
Oh my
whiskey.
god.
And a bottle of whiskey.
A bottle of whiskey.
And then
Whiskey.
he pops the cork, chugs all of the whiskey,
No!
and then puts it back in the middle.
That can't be healthy.
Red.
I'm
He's gonna.
I'm sorry.
You're a sword. Sword? Wait. Is this the first time we're meeting them? Wait a minute. Hold on.
Have they met Rend yet?
I don't. Wait,
I thought you would have
Thought it-
told us.
I thought it
I
was
thought
like
we
do,
heard about
guys.
him, but we
a
have
guy
not
you
found.
picked
Yeah.
up from Lunaris.
no, I think I did at the very end. I was like, my sword's a person. At the very
yeah,
end,
you're
I
right,
think.
you're right,
I
you're right.
think.
I think we hope.
I did. Okay, I did. Damn, shit.
What were you gonna say though, Ram? I don't know if my idea is
Oh my
you're
God.
the
good.
best one.
You know, Peter, if you want to smooch your generals, you can just do it. You don't
Just
have to
Kiss
spend a
him
bottle
on
to
the
do it.
mouth.
That's not true. I'm not gonna do that. That's
Lilith looks disappointed.
Oh,
no. No. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Draven
That's
doesn't
it.
look disappointed though.
Draven looks resolved, like, huh?
mm.
Like,
Damn.
damn. Like
queen.
Lilith
Peter
is
has two hands.
Lilith.
No.
Two hands.
Oh
Stop.
my god.
Lilith just has a worse poker
Ugh.
face. Draven just has a better poker face.
I see.
She was rated R for
So
two
fair.
hands.
Damn.
Rated.
Ray, what
I
were you
was-
gonna say?
I was just gonna say that I wanted to share stories. You guys came to my house and then we were gods. So there wasn't really a lot of time for any in between.
You guys are gods.
You don't even get it, Rand.
Okay.
You don't even get it.
All right.
It's
You're a
mess.
sword. We can be gods.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't think that correlates. I get the comparison, but it's a little high. You're a sword. We're gods. We're. I'm guessing. I still don't know. Chosen by this world to do something, right? What that means, I'm guessing we'll find out tomorrow. Because some of us are connected to gods, others are connected to more. So it's a mess. We've been a mess the entire time.
That's
Honestly,
true.
we've been pretty much winging it this entire journey.
So fair. So true.
Like I can't believe we have been winging it.
I mean, honestly, like your early 20s are supposed to be for like finding out who you are. Like, why on earth are we the ones that are doing
I'm
this?
not even
It
20.
doesn't make any sense.
Peter's
God, you're a
19.
baby.
Yeah, Peter's 19.
Shouldn't be finding myself yet.
Oh.
Yeah, we hit the express train on figuring
Yeah.
that out, huh?
Okay. We need something to pass the time because
But
all this doom and
stories.
gloom talk isn't going to work.
Yeah, I wanted to know about you guys before you came to my party. Why did you choose your major? Where did you grow up? What's your favorite color? Stuff like that.
Is this gonna take all night?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Here we
I
go.
guess let's all get started.
And we just
You
start.
first, Peter.
Oh.
Uh,
I'm gonna Peter takes that quite literally and starts from the very beginning.
ooh.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes.
I was born.
I was born, this happened. But yeah, I share a lot of my memories. There's not much that's significant though. You know, a lot of, I guess, what's special happened now. So I guess that's all I kind of really want to tell you guys about. But yeah, Peter goes through her life, what she was doing beforehand. It wasn't a lot. I graduated high school like a year ago. So, you know, there wasn't much, but yeah.
Jeane
I
will go
like to
through
imagine
Hmm.
that by this point we're all like a little bit half asleep. You know, like how it like when you're a kid and you're at a sleepover, like there's that point where like everyone is like laid there like this, and there's like a long pause, and it's like
Yeah.
someone else is talking again.
And you're like, oh yeah, I gotta lock in. Uh-huh.
I gotta lock it.
Yeah.
And it's
right.
like almost like a who's gonna fall asleep first kind of
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
what starts happening eventually.
It is definitely Rent. Rent definitely falls asleep.
Yeah, Ren.
Rand definitely
Rand.
falls asleep.
Rent's hand. It's only his
Buddy.
hand. It's only his hand in the beanbag.
He's still got one hand like right here.
But he told me he doesn't sleep. So I'm just gonna like poke him and annoy him after everybody else goes to sleep and see if he's asleep or if he's faking it. But that's an aside anyway.
Okay.
Mm,
Was he asleep?
Was he asleep?
Damn.
I knew it. That scoundrel.
what a
Anyway.
bastard. How dare he be first?
What a
and then
bastard.
Fake it.
Okay, so does everybody else recount a story? Jeane, you were gonna go?
Yeah, I mean, he just talks about how he started out with Legos, went to paintball a lot with his mom, built shit with his dad. He just loved the art of creation. That's what he wanted to do with his life. Didn't know what he wanted to build, but he just wanted to build something. And didn't know that he didn't have all the tools until he got to this place. Or he's realizing he doesn't have enough tools even with this place. Because he knows that there is so much more capable to create. He built a spaceship with the dragon man. Like that's a peak in the mountainous life he's lived now, I guess. And he wonders what else he can build, what else is out there to build with, and he hopes he can. And it does eventually turn into petering off, into to mumbling as he does fall asleep. Eventually.
Who's next? Think it's Rhea?
I will let Val go next. Val, go. Go, Val. Val.
My
Wow.
I didn't really have like a traditional childhood like you all did. Like it's not really fun slumber party talk. And so she recounts what it was like growing up in an infamous mafia family. Her mother died when she was 2. So she was homeschooled by tutors until middle school, which essentially was like a bunch of different members of the Briggs Corporation coming through and teaching her things like how to lie like how to fool a polygraph, how to escape zip ties, best place to stab a person, how to keep various weapons on your person. She was in elementary school. The first time she was kidnapped, what that was like. Yeah, she was essentially raised by a bunch of various kinds of criminals. until middle school when she finally had to go try and make friends with people her own age. And it did not go very well because she had only ever hung out with members of her father's corporation. It was around that time that she got personal guards, which were like her only friends, really, until college. And this is the first time she's ever been away from home because Mafia Princess, they wouldn't let her. So that's why my dad made me go into criminal law because he wants me to be really, really good at getting them out of trouble.
That is, would you do it?
No, not anymore. Back then, I didn't really know there were any other options.
No, the options are endless.
You would know.
Mm-hmm. I
Mhm.
sure would.
Oh, guys, thanks for sharing. That was so
Don't
fun.
you ain't getting away with this. You got this your turn now.
It
You
was
gotta
your
share
turn.
as Ren
Hey,
pops up.
oh my God, I thought you
You
were
gotta share.
asleep.
I knew he was asleep, this
You
bastard.
fucking liar, dude.
Always watching.
Oh no. Okay, well,
Oh no.
I don't know. And Rhea will go into her story. She her parents were both politicians, career politicians of the not right variety. And yikers to that effect. She never, she was always supposed to be like the perfect daughter of these two politicians, and they were like the all-American family, and it was a brand. And so when they were growing up, Rhea, behind closed doors, it was not that way at all. She had like people who took care of her, and her mom and dad were away all the time, but she had to kind of just show face when they were in public. And it infuriated her. She acted out a lot as a kid. She was not good at school. She flunked everything all the time. She didn't really take to anything. Some kids are like really bad at math but really creative, or like can't, write a poem to save their life but are really good at like calculations. But Rhea just wasn't good at anything. And so growing up, that was really a hard point for her. Her family was huge supporter, like donators, I guess, to the college. There's a building named after her, right? They kind of paid her way, even though she was flunking every class. She just went in for business because she didn't know what she was going to do, and was about to graduate with a degree she had no idea what to do with, and parents who were going to cut her off, and a drug and partying problem, and then they got teleported here. So really what I'm just trying to say is I feel like my major became you guys, and I'm gonna graduate tomorrow. So that's my story. So thanks, Val. Thanks, guys. Wow. Guys, wow. Oh my God.
I
Oh
could
my
give you
God,
a
guys.
standing ovation, but there's no way I'm getting up right now.
No, this is like the comfiest thing I've ever been in before in my life.
I think this chair is eating me.
Well, you have to beat the fight tomorrow, so you got to get out of it tomorrow.
Aye.
Let it consume you. Let it take hold.
It can eat you tonight. Let it consume you tonight, but then tomorrow you got to get out of it.
All right, you got it.
Okay, thanks, bud.
Good night, guys. I love you.
Aw, love you guys.
Love you all.
Oh, yeah.
I'll make coffee tomorrow.
Oh God.
Nice.
I can't wait to have a hangover before wartime. It's gonna be great. It was so good.
It's the only way to do it.
I'll take
Rhea,
your word for it.
Rhea's gonna reach up because I imagine there's like one light at the top that like is facing the blanket so it's like a big light, right? And she'll just like and blow out the big light. Now it's just the twinkle lights and the candles.
Amazing.
Okay.
Good night, guys.
If there's nothing else, you guys all fall asleep. Unless there is something else. Is there something else? Okay. And then you all go to sleep. And you wake up the next morning. I think Rhea, you're already moving, getting coffee going. And it is the morning of the battle. You have basically parked the Nova Divider basically as the meeting place at Lunaris. And so your troops are assembling here before boarding the Nova Divider and going across the ocean to make it to Paradise Isle. So now is the time for final prep, final things you need to get ready, final things you need to do, conversations you need to have. Now is the time. So is there anything that anybody wants to do first? You're muted, Christian. Are you? All right. Yeah, there's no. Oh, now you're back. There's no...
I didn't think I was muted. No, I don't have anything. So I was just like, I wonder who's got something because I got nothing.
Has anybody got any last things?
Yeah, Val's gonna sneak off to get breakfast early, knowing that Rhea's making it. And as she comes in, she's gonna say, "Hey, Rhea."
Hey, good morning. Coffee,
Morning.
sausage, eggs,
Yeah.
pancakes,
Yes. Yes.
toast.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
This is great. As she's like holding her cup of coffee, she kind of like leans a hip against like the counter or whatever and is like, does it feel like the deal you made with the genie is still there? Like the magic?
That is a good question. Let me see. And she'll like, do I? Does it feel like that?
What specific feeling are you looking for?
I remember the biggest thing Rhea remembers from when she made the deal is the weight of it. When that was it a bracelet? I think it was a bracelet.
It was a ring.
Ring. Thank you. When that ring kind of hit her finger, there was just this weight that kind of covered her entire being. And she kind of akin to that to the magic of like the weight of what you would lose, like the weight of the cost of the deal. So I guess she's trying to find if she still feels that weight, if she's just been carrying it around and grew accustomed to it, or if it is absent in a way that she didn't realize.
It is absent.
And the ring is gone. The ring is gone. We know that. Okay. I don't feel it. There is nothing to indicate to me that it would still be ongoing. The ring is gone. I don't feel that connection anymore. So I don't believe so. I am choosing to believe that that deal is gone.
Okay.
You?
Jeane just said something about it yesterday that just made me wonder. Well, Rin took it from me, remember? So I I just wanted to check in because if the two of you were still connected in that way, I don't know, that would change some things.
Yeah.
Um,
Can I see if I feel, because I remember feeling like a tether, right?
Mhm.
Do I still feel do I feel a tether to Rin if I go to my mind palace?
You go to your mind palace, and you hear your sword go. No, you got to do this. You got to put the fingers.
Yep, thank you, thank you.
You do not feel the tether to Rin anymore. You can conclude
Okay.
that the Drowned King murdering the genies
Nixed it.
may have
Okay.
ended their hold on any like non-fulfilled deals. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't feel it. So I don't think that that's part of the equation, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah. Not that I think either of you should be risky no matter what, but I just would be vigilant in a different way if I knew that
Sure.
one of you getting hurt meant both of you getting hurt. Cool. Cool. Well, that's good news. Good news. Yeah.
She's gonna reach out and put her hand kind of over your hand where you're holding your coffee. You're a really good friend. Wow.
Thanks. I mean, beginner's luck, I guess, maybe. I don't know.
First time's the charm.
Is that how the saying goes? I thought it was a little different than that, but I I didn't want to tell Peter yesterday because I think that if she thinks that things can be perfect, that she'll just put too much pressure on herself. But someone else needs to know that I have a backup plan.
Oh,
Um, Peter isn't the only one who had two buttons.
what's yours? What's your other one?
It doesn't say anything. Um, it doesn't say what it is or what it does. All I know is that it's a one-time use. And that's it.
Oof. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
I'm hoping it's our get out of jail free card kind of thing. But just I'm gonna try and save it.
Yeah. Worried it's like a nuclear reactor kind of a thing.
It kind of feels like a little bit like a big red button. I don't think it's a self-destruct or anything like that. I just think that I break glass in case of emergency kind of thing. So
Yeah.
hopefully we won't need it. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and save it because I know that Peter wants to change things
Yeah.
once this is all over. So
Okay. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for sharing that.
yeah. I didn't want to talk about it too much in case it like was in the journal or something, but
Right.
we're here now, so
Yeah. Okay. One more weight on our side, right? Tip those scales. Which is funny because I'm like a dragon. Tip scales, tip
the
the scales.
scales, yeah, that
Anyway,
I would not have gotten that if you hadn't laid it out for me. So
yes, thanks.
nice.
Yeah. Um, maple syrup is in the cabinet. I haven't gotten it out yet. If you
Ooh,
want
okay,
some.
okay. Yeah. Let me
Yes.
grab that. Also grab some cinnamon, maybe a little
Yes.
peanut butter, for the
Ooh.
toast.
Yes.
Get a
Woman after
little
my
bit of
own
extra
heart.
protein.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Okay. Cool.
And Val will start tucking into breakfast.
Okay.
As much as she can stomach.
Yeah.
Anything else anybody wants to do in the morning? Haley looks like she's cooking on something.
No, I don't know why. No, sorry.
It was the
I the little
lean
drink.
away and slight squint coupled
Well, that's because
by
I'm reading,
I
because
know
I'm
something you
scrolling
don't
through the
know.
rules of Fabula Ultima, making sure my plans can work.
I'm gonna call the shot now for the audience at home that Haley's gonna break my game.
No, I'm doing a good one. No, I'm doing a good one.
It's a
this
good
time.
break. It's good. It's a good break.
Calling the
It's-
shot now.
I've changed my plans entirely, and I think it's gonna go really good.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, remember what we chatted about before? Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Okay, cool.
Throw it away.
Tight. Cool.
But the only thing I have to do right now is I want to let Draven and Lilith know, hey,
Yes, my queen.
the letters I was writing last night,
Yes.
I want you to know that they're on me, in case something happens. If you could give them to the people they're addressed.
Your
for.
last will and testament.
I mean, I don't really have a lot of personal possessions to give. It's more like emotions and feelings that I have to give to people. But yeah, if you could give those to whoever they're addressed to, that'd be great. So
Understood.
yeah, thank you.
Of course.
Good luck today. You don't need luck though.
We have you.
Well, that's really sweet. Thank you. I hope to be a leader that you're proud of.
We already are.
Thank you. See you out there.
We will be by your side the entire time.
I'm glad. I'm glad that I don't have to do it alone. So thank you.
And they like you see Lilith gives you a hug and Draven like looks kind of like and also gives you a hug as well.
Oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate. I know, like I'm your queen, but I do consider you guys friends.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So I'll see you friends out there. Get everyone ready. Is everyone else ready?
They are assembled.
Okay, cool. Yeah, see you out there then. Thank you guys so much for everything.
Of course. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
And yeah, I'm ready to get with everybody else.
Anything else anybody wants to do? Anything in particular? No? Okay. Alrighty. So you all would kind of gather everybody that's on the ship, the four of you plus Rin. Ren's probably back in his sword form now. Watch would be kind of like with you, but she kind of is everywhere anyways on the ship. Along with Draven and Lilith, the group of you kind of come down the ramp of the Nova Divider, and you see your gathered forces before you. You see the dragons from Drag End have arrived. There's about a dozen of them. You would see the wardens have gathered, all of the paladins in all of their shining armor. You would see, in contrast next to them, this kind of undulating horde of infected that are there. On the next, they all wave up at you, Peter. You would see there's the gathered group of Mage Slayer golems, and you would see already drinking. You would see Lady Tiamat accompanied by Thor, and you would also see next to them is a god in, or you presume a god if it's with them, in golden armor, with kind of the effigies of like a bird next to them. Those three are together, and I think, unless I'm forgetting any more of your forces.
Did Malabar show up?
Oh, sorry. That was involuntary.
It It just came out.
Sorry.
It just erupted for like.
Sorry.
You see he's sipping tea with the rest of the
Of course he
gods.
is.
Sipping tea. Legs like super crossed, hands on them, sipping tea. And then you see pushing his way out of the crowd, in a different outfit than you've seen him before. You see Atlas strolling up the stairs. You see he's in armor, like it's like leather armor, kind of this like tan, almost like desert like color. He's got like a large scarf, and he's got a staff with him now. As he makes his way up, and he's like, "You didn't think I'd let you have all the fun without me, right?"
Hey, you clean up nicely, my man.
Is very pissed.
She's very angry, and she's the reason for the outfit. She was making fun of my clothes, so I had to get new ones.
Yeah.
You know,
Kids will do that.
Yep. And then she demanded we get a matching outfit, so she has one just like it.
Amazing, fantastic. Can't wait
That's
to see it.
really cute.
Yep. I tried to leave when she was asleep, but dragon hearing. So Yep. That's what. And you see he pulls the scarf back. You see a big scratch. She did not want me to leave.
Oh boy.
She did not want me to leave. But she sends her love. And she said she'll be very angry if all four of you don't visit her soon.
Yeah.
Well, we will.
I was gonna do like the forearm clap thing with him, very like brother in arms kind of situation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you back to her.
Atlas just goes good because she will be very angry if I'm not home by then, after all this is over with.
Yeah.
Well, how you feeling, team? I see we've got some new members. How are we doing? How we feeling?
I'm gonna throw up.
Everyone's last chance. Does anyone want to be bitten before we go? We can make it happen. Talk through the minds. This seems like a no.
Love you,
Shin,
Peter.
you are muted.
Hey, that's okay.
We all just look over to the crowd of other.
Yeah. Better not risk it.
Yeah, hey,
No.
I mean, you guys are probably powerful enough. You'd be drowned.
Well, still.
Okay,
still.
Probably.
You would all make wonderful drowned if you
I'm
chose
sure.
to join us.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Hey, I'm sure, but at the same time, I don't want to risk it. I just want to be me.
That's fine.
Don't get me wrong, Peter. I love you.
Oh yeah.
I love you. I don't but that's a different kind of love. I can't.
To be connected through our minds forever.
Yeah,
different than the relationship.
I like independent. I like my independent thoughts and feelings. I like that a lot. It's really cool.
Lilith is there's a lot of benefits to being connected.
I'm sure the benefits outweigh the negatives, but the negatives are real strong for me.
Oh my god.
Lilith, what is Lilith up to after this fight?
You got
hungry.
Saleswoman of the year right there. I can't lie. Yeah. Damn. If I didn't love independence more than everything else in the world.
Yes. But thank you, Peter. Thank you for
For the
last hurrah.
Yes.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Now I just had a quick question. How are you fitting all of them, as he gestures to the army down in the area in your ship?
Show him, Jeane. It's so cool.
All right. Well, we've been thinking about teleportation circles and glyphs, so we can do that. But there's also a lot of room in that goddamn ship. Time and space is funky in there. It's a funky. I mean,
We made a real barracks this time.
Real barracks.
There's a shadowy thumbs up from Rhea's sword.
Yeah, that's a sword that can thumbs up. That's cool. But the space in my ship is much bigger than it is on the outside.
Right, magic. Got it.
Magic, exactly. We have teleportation circles for those who don't want to go in and just want to drop in.
All right.
Because we're gonna need to drop in those. He points to the mechs. Those will take special care to be deployed because that anti-magic field is dangerous, especially to us.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I stuttered so hard there, but that makes a lot of sense.
No.
Have we gotten?
We learned some things about our connection to the magic in this world. Technically technically, because I don't think you know this.
I've been in Dragon
You've
for
been
like
gone.
2 weeks.
So technically, we would be classified as summons.
Oh, damn.
Yep. Yeah, and I can you guess who our summoner is?
Yeah, I could probably get shit. That sucks. Damn.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
it really put a hink in that plan. So,
Right. Well, fair enough. Well, hopefully we can sort that out.
yes.
My next question is: which one of you are typically these types of things? Somebody gives a speech. Which one of y'all's giving the speech?
Oh fuck. And then that really
Go get him, Tiger.
and then that
You
really
didn't want me doing it.
hit out on me.
I don't know. The infected would have loved your speech.
That's
though.
true.
Let's be
They like
honest.
they like everything I do.
Good. They applaud you.
I guess do I give it now or do I wait?
I mean, we're leaving here in a few, aren't we? We're all getting on the ship and heading out here in just a moment. So I think now would be the time.
Do we have our battle plans yet?
I was gonna say, where's the guy? The Lord of Swords.
Oh, the Lord of Blades.
Blades.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Lord of Blades would be there and would have informed you of everything because he wouldn't have informed you. He would have been keeping the things because you guys didn't want Valerian to be able to predict what you were doing. So he has your plans prepared.
Cool. Just
Yeah.
wanted to.
Cool.
Yeah.
You go for it, Jeane.
Hey, Jeane,
Yeah.
you're the one with the hope. You always have been. It makes sense that it's you. Should give him like a clap on the shoulder.
Here's hoping everyone else wants to hope. Will like crack his knuckles. I'm gonna connect my voice to the speakers on the Nova Divider.
I'm gonna start a little chant. Jeane.
Jeane.
I want to thank you all, first off, for putting your lives out on the line for what may seem like an impossible battle. But as I've been taught and as I've learned since coming here, the impossible is just a word. We decide what is possible. And while the odds aren't in our favor, as strange as it may seem, I still hope. I hope that we win. I hope that we don't lose as many as I know we will lose. I hope that you all fight for not just your life, but the lives of those that stand shoulder to shoulder to you now. I was not brought to this world for a good cause. I was taken from mine for a selfish reason by a selfish man. But just because he was selfish does not mean I have to be. Does not mean you have to be. Fight not just for you, not just for tomorrow or the next day or the next day, but fight for those who can't be here, who are too scared to be here, who are too weak to be here. Be their blade, be their light into a future you want to see. show the bastard that is trying to end the world that it is not his to end.
There's uproarious applause. All the wardens banging on their shields. Dragons all roar in response, just kind of echoing cheers. Jeane, 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 Jeane,
Jeane.
And I guess now you guys would begin to pile onto the ship.
Yeah.
I clasp Jeane by the shoulders from behind. Good speech. Good speech.
Here's hoping it's the last one I have to make for a while.
Yeah.
Single file.
Load up, kids.
Get in.
The dragons will fly alongside the ship. You see the wardens march in like very, very like rank and file into the ship. The Mage Slayer golems will be teleported in, so they stay behind. The infected like crawl in. It's like you see them like scale up the ramp, but also over the ceiling and the walls and everything as they kind of like all
Those are my boys.
inside. You see Tiamat and Thor, that golden armored figure, and Malavar all stroll up as well. And Malavar kind of gives a lasting look to Val and goes, "This is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time.
Enjoy yourself."
I will.
You better do something moral or get off a ship immediately.
I have 7 different things I can choose from.
Y'all better be whooping someone that's ass that is the enemy. All right.
And he's.
I want to see you throwing tea at people. All right.
And Tiamat comes up to you, Rhea, and goes, "How do you like your sword?"
I think he was like a whole person.
Mm-hmm.
He's great. We got drunk last night and we all talked about our lives and stuff. So a real good bonding there. And apparently my form's bad. You could have told me that too, but
I mean, that's what he's there for. He's there to help you with anything you need.
yeah, it's very helpful. I like my servant.
I am your weapon.
Yeah, what he said.
All right. Tiamat just like pats you on the shoulder, and she heads in herself.
I'll say before she goes in, hey, thank you
Yes.
for showing up.
Well, yeah, you made a promise. So as long as you keep up your end of the bargain, I'll keep up my end of the bargain.
Yes, ma'am.
You're a good kid. Gives you a pat on the shoulder. And makes her way on board. Thor's just excited and just kind of full bore runs into the ship. Okay. But your troops are on board.
That's both me and Val.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
We're the same right now.
Yeah. We are one. The bleed is inside.
The bleed.
It is
Okay.
in my veins.
Does everyone else, do you all pile on the ship?
Yep.
Yeah, take one
Yep.
last look at Lunaris. Hope I see it again.
See, Luos is on the platform waving at you.
Thank you.
And as you all are about to run up, you hear this little voice that goes, "Wait!" As you see, shoving past Luos, you see Perry.
No.
And Atlas goes, "Oh, son of a bitch!" And he runs. He's like, "I don't know how she got out of the restraints," and makes his way over, and he picks her up as she like jumps into his arms. And she's like, "I wanted to say good luck myself because I know he'd get it wrong." And she like flicks Atlas in the ear.
He flies off.
As she gets brought over to you, and he sets her down, and she runs over to each one of you, hugs you around the legs, and she goes, "You gotta come back and visit me, okay?"
Promise, honey.
Pinky swear.
Pinky swear.
You swear.
Good. And she goes to each one of you. "Now you've sworn it. Now it has to be true. If you break a promise to a dragon, bad thing, you know."
You better come collect.
I'll cry.
don't-
That's most of what happened. I'll cry a
Oh.
lot. I'll be really sad.
It's a bad
Yeah.
thing. It's very bad. That won't happen. Promise.
Yes. Okay, good. Good. Okay, well, I will see you soon, all right?
Now get out of here. Scram, kid.
And you see Luos grabs her by the hand. She goes, "Come on, I'll show you the cannons." And she's like, "Oh!" And like goes with Luos
Oh shit.
to go look at heavy ordnance.
Oh my god.
As they stroll away and you all get back onto the ship. And Jeane, the ship's ready to go whenever you are.
Look at everybody. My friends, my family. Oh. To the future. And you'll ignite the engines and they'll blast off towards the field.
Okay. And the Nova Divider, do you keep pace with the dragons or do you zip ahead of the dragons?
I'll keep pace for starts.
Keep pace with the dragons. And you see through the viewport, it doesn't take you very long to cross the sea in the Nova Divider, especially to get there. You see Paradise Isle come into view. And you see what is a beautiful island, like a paradise. It's in its name. White sandy beaches, beautiful lake in the center of it. The ocean's crystal clear around it. You see Valerian's castle, but you also see this shimmer around the island as you see. It looks like they've activated the shield as the shield comes up and around, and that's when the shooting starts. And we are going to shift here now to a little bit of real-time strategy. Our players here, on and off screen, had a mount of units that they could delegate to the problems that they would face on the islands, being the shields, the soldiers, the cannons, all that. And they have oriented certain amounts of their troops to those certain challenges. And so what we're going to do now is your troops and mine have a dice value. So dependent on the troop versus the obstacle, we are going to roll off. And whichever side rolls higher will win that particular engagement and will either cause good things for you to happen or bad things to happen for you. So the first round, as you all begin to descend upon Paradise Isle, and correct me if I'm wrong, is you wanted to take out the cannons with the Mage Slayer golems.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you see these massive pillars on the edge of the islands that have these large cannons on the top of them that are firing these. Oh, they are like pearlescent blue, like blasts of energy that you have to move the Nova Divider, and the dragons you see have to peel away from this as you have to zip kind of and maneuver. You're all kind of getting thrown around the cabin, and the order is given from the Lord of Blades to drop the Mage Slayer golems. So, Jeane, I think it's fitting that you're going to do the roll for this one.
Sure.
So you are going to roll 4d8. Okay?
4d8.
You
Okay.
get 4d8. All right? The
Okay.
cannons, there are 2 cannons. They get a d10.
Okay.
So each cannon gets a d10. So it's 48 versus 2d10.
Gotcha.
And if you win this engagement, you will grant a +1 to the next roll that will be made in this engagement. Okay? So I'm going to grab my 2d10. You grab your 4d8.
Gotcha.
And we're going to roll to see if the Mage Slayer golems, and then we will narrate it once we find out what happens. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and roll mine. Alrighty. Okay. Jeane, when you're ready, tell me your number.
I rolled a 21.
21. They rolled an 11. So, Jeane, tell me how the Mage Slayer golems rip down these cannons.
I think they just it's you're dropping gigantic golems onto, you're causing them to like comet down into the structure itself.
Like drop pods almost?
Yeah, like ODST just drop them in and they just shatter. Like there's no defense, that magical defense that can stop them, and the sheer force and weight of them just bust through. And for a moment they're inactive, and then they activate, and then just start causing all kinds of chaos into the magic and the weaponry and the soldiers who are trying to defend the power source, but they can't because this thing is meant to disable any kind of magical defenses they have to protect it.
Yeah.
And so they just shred apart these cannons, and the skies become clear, and we don't have to worry about, we don't have to drive so drastically around in the sky.
Mm-hmm. And as you see, like as Jeane described, you see the cannon emplacements imploding. You can see, even from the distance you guys are at, you can see explosions sparking out the windows. You can see the structure erupting. You can see a soldier getting thrown from a window as the cannons are getting torn to shreds by the Mage Slayer golems. And that will grant the next roll an additional +1. To their roll, as you have taken out the air defenses. And now that the cannons are cleared, you see the warships begin to position themselves and come in. And you guys had allocated your dragon forces against the airships. Well, actually, I think the next thing you allocated was taking down one of the shields. There are 3 shield towers you need to collapse. So you allocated half of your dragons to the shields, half of your dragons to the airships.
Yes.
So let's start with the shields. Rhea, would you mind rolling for the dragons?
I shall.
So you've got 6 dragons on this, so you get
Okay.
6d12.
Jesus
You get
Christ.
6d12.
Holy shit. Okay.
And I think, was I going to be with one of the dragon groups?
What I
'Cause I
had
can fly?
listed is you were going to be with the dragons that are going after the airships, is what I had
Amazing.
written down.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes.
I thought so. I just wanted to double check.
And if you guys personally intervene in these conflicts, there will be additional things that we'll do.
Sure.
So you're gonna roll 6d12.
Okay.
The shield gets 4d10.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So let's do it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Let me math.
You good?
Uh, f- uh, ba, 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 ba. 9, 53.
53. I got 26.
Whoo!
Please narrate for us how the dragons ripped down this shield tower.
Sorry, my heart was going crazy. Okay. So yes. How many are there? Dragons was that?
So
6,
there was
you
6
said?
6 dragons versus
6.
the shield tower 3. Yep.
So yes, I would say they can't pass in and out of the shield. So I think that 3 descend from either side and really just start ripping into it, kind of brick by brick, starting at the base. Once they kind of get the base down and the tower starts to topple, I imagine some of the shield around it starts to kind of blink in and out. They are, I would say, digging like into the ground to collapse the tower in on itself.
Absolutely. The dragons dig this, as they're tearing at it, they dig this sinkhole, and we see the tower just kind of concave and collapse on itself as one of the shield towers falls, which will now grant a +2 to the next roll, as the shield begins to kind of waver, begins to blink out a little bit. Okay. And as the shield collapses, as I mentioned, the warships begin to make their kind of move against the dragons. So you have 6 dragons as well, Val.
Mhm.
So you're going to roll 6d12. The warships also get a d12 each.
Okay.
So it's evenly matched between the warships and the dragons at the moment. Okay.
Dang.
So.
And we get a +2.
You get a +2, so make sure to roll a +2. Okay.
59.
59. I rolled a
I
23.
rolled like 3 11s and 2 12s. It was
I rolled like
insane.
three. I rolled 3 2s.
Yeah.
How do the dragons tear apart the airships?
They like use their superior like aerial maneuvering to just like go down towards them. I imagine that they have some sort of something that's keeping them floating. And they just like drag either their claws or their tails like through that to sort of like rip through enchantments, rip through the physical implements that are keeping these flying as they just like claw them out of the air, like bird of prey style.
And how does Val help out with this?
Val helps out because she is much smaller. She's a much smaller target. So she is able to direct towards the weaknesses that are in the airships, just with being able to get closer to them. And like once she figures out one, she can broadcast it to all the others to hopefully make it easier to take down.
Okay. Yeah, and we see Val alongside these 6 dragons tear apart this fleet of warships as we see each of them imploding, crashing, slamming onto the remaining energy shield. You know, we see like slamming into the shield and their parts kind of rolling off the dome of this shield. And as the shield begins to kind of waver and the airships, the air support is destroyed, or at least most of it is destroyed. The Nova Divider is good to drop off Peter, Rhea, and the Infected to go face the High Guard. As you see, this group of organized, golden armored soldiers are beginning to march towards where the Nova Divider is coming down. As the Infected, I believe the next step was the Infected, Peter, and Rhea versus the High Guard.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the Infected, you get 5d6 for the Infected. Now, since both of you are joining, joining. Each of you roll a d20. So one of you, I'll say Peter, you roll the 5d6 and your d20, and Rhea, you roll your d20. The High Guard get 5d10. Yes. As they are Valerian's elite guard.
Fuck these guys.
I'm just gonna do this. It's a GM roll.
And not adding anything to the D20.
Add +3. Or no, sorry, +3 to the Infected roll. You guys, the D20 is just flat.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you get
Alrighty.
Rhea?
What'd you get? You need so you can add the total.
I got 15 total.
Okay.
15 total?
Yep.
15 plus 38 is what? 53?
Yes, 53. They rolled a 31. So the two of you together describe what this combat looks like as you're running and charging across the field towards this group of High Guard.
You know, in like a movie, when you see, I couldn't pull a specific reference, but you see the force move in and it kind of just looks like a wave, like a curtain is kind of going over their forces, because there's like this inky darkness to all of the drown. If you were to have an aerial view, it would look like kind of haunting, you know, in a movie when there's like a bunch of zombies and they're running
very
really
like
fast, and suddenly
last season of Game of Thrones where where the White Walkers kind of wash over the forces. Yeah,
exactly like that. Yes. Do I gain any?
Do you gain any? Well, really quick, I want to know what Peter and Rhea's part in all of this is. What is it? What are you guys doing? Give me some cool shit. What do y'all do?
I'm definitely in the back with Lilith and Draven. Taking off any stragglers. Everyone's ordered to bite, and I guess Peter has that order too. So if there's anybody close enough, get a little road snacks as we're going. But definitely watching out to make sure everything's going well. If there needs to be like a retreat, if we need to give orders, I can do that as well. But it seems to be going good. So
okay,
just letting them go.
All right, Rhea, what about you?
Yeah, drops out of the Nova Divider, superhero landing, rolling, right? Little roly-poly. And is gonna stand up as the infected like rush past her and like kind of blow her hair into her face a little bit. She's gonna turn around and walk the other direction to just about right where the craters start. And she's going to take out Rend and stick him in the sand and walk about 20 feet in the other direction. What?
Why are you leaving me here?
I'm not. No. Like, I'm like,
Oh, it's
I'm,
the line. It's the
it's
line.
my
It's the line.
Ren.
It's the line.
my
Sorry,
line,
sorry,
Ren.
sorry.
You were the one who told me to do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad. Do your art. Do your art. Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you. No, you're good. So yeah, I am drawing my line in the sand, and I want to assess how far the infected kind of can tear through the high guard before I venture forth. But she's flighty and anxious and moves very fast through everything. But something about fighting really zens her. And so she's really methodical and slow as she kind of approaches the battlefield. And as soon as somebody can get past an infected, she takes off and will start tearing into them side by side with the infected. It's just this red dot in the middle of this sea of, well, black and red, I suppose.
There's a lot of that. Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
There's a lot of that.
So I guess she blends in just fine.
Yeah, absolutely. So as the two of you tear through the high guard, Peter, please roll me a D100.
I was like, what?
That is
Yes.
a D10 in a
The
percentile.
percentile.
Yep.
I know how to play
Roll
this
high.
game.
Roll high.
28.
28. So you are going to add, what is that? 56 infected to your ranks.
Okay.
At least like right away. There may be more infected later on, but it's kind of like carnage. Some of your infected went a little buck wild, tore guys completely apart, so there was nothing for them. I was hungry. I'm sorry.
All right, whatever.
I don't know why they went like this for the infected.
They all sound like that now.
they all
Thanks.
sound like that.
Italians.
They're all Italian.
They're all
Italian fucking
You gave me an
Smeagol.
army, you
That's what I
made them
am.
all Italian.
My
That's what the
precious.
infection does.
That's hilarious.
My queen, I'm sorry.
Just keep going.
Okay. And then just continue to eat and tear through. And as that has succeeded, we move on to the next part of the plan, which is, I believe, Colossus Jeane versus Shield Tower 1. So
What I've been waiting for.
Jeane, for the Colossus versus the Shield Tower, you're gonna roll me 4d20. Okay, you're gonna roll me 4d20 versus the Shield.
4d20s, good lord.
Yes, versus
Get
the
'em.
Shield Tower.
I didn't even bring 1420s to this.
You got to keep them on. You got to be ready to go at all times.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to get a calculator. Hold on.
All right, Jesus. Okay.
Lots of odd numbers.
Yeah. So it's just 13.
I've got like Nightcore on for some reason. That's in my headphones. So just
How many times you say roll it?
4d20.
4d20, so one more. That's fucking.
And make sure to add +4.
Add +4. And what happens if I roll a natural 20? This is just a flat.
If you roll a natural 20 because you are a player involved, you're going to add an additional +2.
An additional +2.
So you're at +6 right now.
So that's plus 20.
You roll a natural 20, we win.
Well, I did. That's what I'm asking.
Automatically.
+6.
Alex
70.
says no.
I'm just dancing. I'm dancing.
70?
That's how you know.
70.
70. I rolled 46. I thought I had you this time. All right. What does this look like? Give us the specific rim. Give us the shit. What does it look like?
Just the once everyone is out of the ship, the Nova Divider just kind of like starts to fly upwards and upwards and upwards, and we go right back to space. And he like looks over to watch, and he's just like, "Bring her in safely, yeah."
Aye, aye, Captain.
And he'll just jump out and he'll summon the golem around him, and he'll be right in the he'll be in the driver's seat, and he'll just like connect with it, and like a shooting star, like a meteorite, just crashes into the structure, leaving nothing behind.
Absolutely. It's very a la Ready Player One as the mech forms itself around you, and like a comet smashing into the shield tower. The shield now waning as you crush into the shield tower, and the Colossus rises above the battlefield, joining the rest of your friends in the fight. Now, we will now add a +5 to the next roll, because you guys are dominating. You see the plan is going well, and just for you guys to know, is the wardens will now be somewhere you can add them because you've solved the demon problem, because Rin's now on your side. There are no demons anymore.
Yeah.
Because Rin absorbed Valerian, so there's no demons anymore for you to deal with.
Oh, hell yeah.
So the wardens are somewhere that you can, throughout, you can just speak up and be like, I want to devote the wardens to this. As Jeane crushes the shield tower. The next part of the plan is destroying the last shield tower with the dragons, destroying the last shield tower and the last of the airships, with the dragons. So I say, how about we have Val do this one? You're gonna roll me 12d12.
I don't have 12d12 on me.
You're gonna roll 12d12 versus
I didn't even have 5d6
versus the airships, which are rolling 6d12, and the shield tower, which is rolling 4d8 since it's weekend. So
I'm just gonna do this with an online roller. I'm sorry,
You're good.
I don't have that many on me. I mean, I do have that many in my vicinity. Oh, that's not great.
Make sure.
But then you add 6 or add 5, yeah.
Add 5. Okay. So
Okay.
12
D12.
Yeah. 12d12 plus 5 is 70.
70. I rolled 63.
Holy shit.
Please, Steph, tell us how the dragons take out the remaining shield tower and the remaining airships.
When like a kid has made a sandcastle and then they decide it would be more fun to destroy the sandcastle than it will be to have built said sandcastle. That is what the dragons are doing to the shield tower right now. It's just like they're just like stepping it down into the ground like it ain't no thing. It almost looks too easy. As like both like just because they're such creatures of like both very physical creatures, but also very magical creatures. They just like crunch that stone underneath them. And then the airships, they start using their breath weapons. And the sky starts lighting up. It's like going off what's left of the flickering shield like bubble, as these airships are either burning up or like splitting in half because of the ice. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's this elemental fireworks in the sky, as the shield fades away, as the final shield tower is destroyed, the airships all crashing to the ground. I mean, this island has become to say war zone, but it is pockmarked with craters, bodies, blood, debris. This once Paradise Island looks like a massacre. As you guys have steamrolled through Valerian's forces, and as you guys all are beginning to kind of regroup on the cliff that is above Valerian's palace, where you see the rest of his high guard grouping up as all of you begin to arrange yourselves for the final assault. Jeane, in the Colossus, you would get an alert. You would get whoop, 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 as something is very quickly approaching you from the left, from the ocean. As you round to face whatever this is, you see the ocean part, like almost like a tidal wave is coming ashore, as this large pitch black shape rises up, easily about 2 heads taller than the Colossus, like almost galloping out of the ocean, causing an earthquake. As this thing is moving, you all feel the ground shaking as you see this almost like it looks reptilian in nature, but you see its skin is undulating with the black mass that you know to be infection. As its shape kind of wobbles and changes, these large spikes protruding up from its back, this massive long maw, 6 arms, and a large long tail pulling this thing up out. And you see standing atop it is a familiar blue figure. And Jeane and the unless the crew wants to get involved, this is going to be Jeane versus DK Zilla versus this massive creature. I'm going to need you to roll initiative, gang.
What the fuck?
And it's Jeane who rolls.
Yes.
Yeah.
My on the thing it says it's 11. Is that, do I roll plus 11 or is
Yeah.
it? Oh Jesus! So
Plus 11.
Plus 11.
Hey, yo.
It's gonna be just Jeane fighting this thing.
and that
Okay.
was that. Remind me how to roll initiative against. Roll
Roll a d20 and add your initiative.
Yes, okay. It's just roll d20 and add initiative. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Let's make sure that is 19 on the die, so that's a 31.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, 30. No, I'm stupid. 30.
30 flat, yeah.
They rolled a 13 plus 10 for
Yeesh.
23. As Jeane, you do see this massive shape coming towards you. You are going to be able to react first. What do you do?
Fuck. Oh man, and it's the same creature from the vault.
You would recognize it as this is that Godzilla-like creature that you guys had to deal with in the vault. And you do see warnings on your display about some form of radiation.
Yes.
You are protected in the Colossus, but you
Mhm.
see this thing is emitting some sort of dangerous radiation as it
And
gets close
it
to
is
you.
attempting to get on shore.
Yeah, I
essentially.
mean, it's heading straight for you.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's heading straight for you. And
Oh,
you
no.
are between it and your friends.
Yes. Immediately we'll hunker and we'll dash to. If it wants to meet me, I'll meet it,
Yeah.
and we'll just dash forward. Plasma lance extending or materializing, I should say. Just like charging it, and Jeane is like, I knew we should have fucking blew up that fucking vault.
You all hear this echoing voice as Jeane goes to meet this massive creature. Please roll to hit.
I will do so. Might plus might, and this thing's might is a D10. Ooh.
I want to watch him punch this big lizard so
Oh.
bad.
Popcorn. Where's the
We
popcorn?
gonna punch him. Please. That's a plus. Plus is +3. It's might plus might, so that's 18 to hit.
18. It will hit. You will make contact.
Oh Lord. So that's 22 physical damage.
22 physical damage. What does the plasma lance look like?
It looks like it's like a normal. It let's see. It materializes from nothing, just like how the rest of Jeane's kind of magic and his inventions kind of formulate. But you see the magical formulas start to wrap around the point, and as they more and more start to coil around it, it begins to glow a nice like cobalt blue until like there's no space left, and it's just a big old fashioned lightsaber.
Hell yeah.
Of a lance.
Hell yeah. And you dig this up into this creature as it roars in response. Anything else for you on your turn?
I gotta look at these traits and stats. This crisis, but active strike, core systems. Neutral core. It's neutral. My core system right now is neutral.
Correct, because it hasn't hit you yet.
Because it hasn't hit me yet. And there's no more enemies, so I don't have to really worry about that. So I do get. Does this also get twice?
Yes.
Hits? Okay,
2 strikes. Yeah.
So it's just a. And then he pulls back, and he goes for a second strike. in
yeah.
the same spot to just keep making it grow bigger. And so I will roll again. So it's
Yeah.
2d10. That is a 17
That hits.
for if I can look at the damage, that's for 20.
20. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, you strike into this thing twice, beginning to these they nearly like small tidal waves coming off of this thing of black ichor as you're cutting into its hide as it's falling down below. Anything else for you on your turn?
That's it. That's
Okay.
I'm in it to win it now.
Yeah. It will be its go, and you see its like throat expand like a frog. And it's going to vomit this corrosive spit onto the Colossus.
Oh no.
Ooh, that's awful. It rolled only an 8.
That won't hit the Colossus. I don't
Yeah.
think.
No, I don't think so either.
Because the defense is +3 and the magic defense is +3. And I have to look at but that doesn't hit. I don't.
Yeah,
think.
you're able to move the mech out of the way, and all of you in your horror watch this corrosive spit land nearby the troops, not on any troops, but melting a very large hole on the ground. And with that, it's going to make its second attack, as it's going to bring one of its arms up to try to strike at you. And that is that might hit this time. That is 15 plus 4, so that is a 19.
That will hit, I believe.
Okay, so that will be 27 physical damage.
Gotcha.
As it strikes into you, beginning to kind of try to tear at the inner rib torso part of the Colossus. And from this massive kaiju battle, we're gonna pan down to the ground. What are you guys doing, saying, thinking during this moment? You know you have to assault the fortress, but you see Jeane is now engaged with this massive creature.
This seems
Golems. Should we send the golems?
I
well, not the
The only thing
magic
is-
ones.
because the problem is if they get near Jeane, they're gonna also disrupt the Colossus.
Yeah. I mean, I can start sending some of the infected that way.
Or
but
dragons?
The dragons
just
would be good because they can get up high enough
Yeah.
yeah.
to harry it.
Do we want to send dragons, or do we want to send? I'm worried about the radiation, how that affects the dragons. I don't know if it's going to affect the infected the same way. So maybe.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
let's send infected first. And if
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm only going to send like 200 just to see.
Yeah. Just to be a distraction. That's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you are going to send off the infected to help out Jeane, while you guys ready your troops for your final charge. Watching this kaiju fight, we're going to pan back up. Jeane, what's next for you, bud?
Taking that hit, he realizes that I did take a hit, so I can activate reactive strike, and so I will for as a free attack, and he's just going to continue to stab it, and that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20 will hit.
And so the high damage is counted as a 0, so that's 10.
Yep.
Plus, was it plus 10? So that's 20. Wait, is it? I gotta look at my thing. It's a plasma lens attack, so it counts as 15. So that's 25.
25. Okay.
25 damage.
25 damage. Yeah, you begin to tear more. As it strikes you, you strike back, as you're kind of in this almost like stranglehold now between the two of you, as you're stabbing like into its gut as it's tearing at your torso, ripping parts of the Colossus away. So you're cutting parts of it away. And that was your reactive strike. So now what do you want to do on your turn?
I want to get this thing away from everybody as fast as possible, because that radiation is going to start kicking in. And last time it was not great after a couple rounds, and we almost did not make it because of that thing. So I kind of want to get it out of here. Oh, do I want to do it now? I'll wait one more round. I'm just gonna attack it twice, and I'm gonna activate the astral core, which
Okay.
is light damage, and I'm gonna attack it twice. So that's might and willpower.
Okay.
It's a D10 and D8. I'm so scared.
I don't know why that.
As he just as it goes from him attacking with the lance, he just like tries to uppercut it and punch it away to like make it fall. That's a 7 plus. That's a 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
Cool. And that's 10. So that's 20 damage for the first one. 20 light damage, I guess, because that's
Yes, that matters. Yeah.
it matters. And that's 16 to hit.
16 just misses.
Damn it.
Need
So he goes for the
17.
uppercut, and he tries to go down for like a down smash, but like it stumbles back too far, and he
Mhm.
misses that second strike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Anything else for you, my friend?
No, that's it. That's it.
As this thing gets struck down and backwards, kind of moves out of the way of your second strike, you see it kind of like land its haunches down, like kind of like put all 6 of its arms and its hind legs down, almost kind of in this animalistic, like, like almost like an animal ready to pounce. You see it turn its jaw up at you, and you see it like, again, that kind of that inhale, but then it lets out this roar that echoes out in front of it. And anyone who can hear it, which includes your friends on the ground, will take 30 magical damage. And you see infected like splatter. Splatter as the sound wave from this thing literally rips up the ground, like blowing the sand in a torrent. Not all the infected die, but like they get hit by this as they're torn apart. That will be its full action, though. We're gonna cut. Sorry, go ahead.
So I take 30 damage as
You
well.
take 30 damage as well. Yeah.
Okay, so it's
As we're gonna cut back down to the ground, you guys all see this infected you sent over. Some of them get flown away, but even after the roar is over with, you see infected getting torn apart and thrown away. As you see wading through the infected, like someone just walking through water, you see the drowned king just cutting his way with his lance, or with his glaive through the infected, making his way towards you all. What do you do?
Peter, I mean, you get first dibs if you want it, but the gods are looking real bored over there. Just saying.
Hey,
Great idea.
wonderful
Tiamat,
idea.
Yes, dear.
earn your keep.
Him?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on,
Oh my
Thor.
God.
Come on, Ra. Let's go. As
Ra.
the 3 of them begin to head over to fight the drowned king, and they will go deal with him.
Brilliant idea, Steph. Brilliant.
Okay. Are you guys gonna still hold your ground on the cliff, waiting for Jeane?
I don't
Uh,
want to leave, so I think
I don't think we want to leave, but we have all these high guard that we have to deal with.
Can we send our golems and our infected to high guard 2 and 3? Or our dragons? I mean, really, there's lots of options for us right now.
What if we send the mage slayers and the infected to 1, and we still have the wardens?
Still have the wardens.
So send the
Help out.
wardens.
the infected. I'd love to grab a couple extras if we can send the infected towards one of the high guard.
Yeah.
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 I was just thinking of separating the mage slayer golems from anyone who might use magic, like the paladins.
Yeah.
And I don't think the infected use magic, so
No.
they could.
That's organic, baby.
Yeah.
Cool. And maybe
Um,
send with the instruction to turn and not kill. Because if we can get,
They'll try their best.
I know they're doing great. You're doing great.
I'm doing my best. I'm sorry.
What a choice for the last one.
I'm just so hungry.
I'm very hungry. I'm very hungry.
We needed a comedic relief in here.
They're
So.
very tasty over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a half.
Willowy, so tasty.
I'm sending half one way and half towards the other.
So you sent 200 towards Zilla.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're sending. Then now you're splitting your remaining 300, 150 in both places, because you had 500 total.
Yeah, and then the extra 56 that I got.
Right. So you send like 20 with each, so like 170-ish to each location. Okay.
Mhm.
So they're going off. Who else is going with the infected? Are the only ones going, or is there somebody helping them out? Wardens go with one, golems go with the other.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's going to be pretty much a blowout between with the warden, a full strength battalion of wardens with the infected, and the mage slayer golems with the infected versus the other high guard. It's going to kind of be a blowout and will carve a path for you to Valerian's palace. Okay. And we're going to jump cut back to the mech fight. Jeane, what you got for me?
I mean, damn it. It's I have to look at these. Is that reactive strike? Was that a spell that it hit me with?
It was like an ability. It roared.
Okay,
It was like a sonic roar.
Just want to make sure that, because it says melee attack or offensive spell, so I just want to make sure for a reactive strike, but it's fine. And I'm just gonna take the lightsaber and focus, and I'm gonna charge at it. I have a threshold in my mind for what I'm gonna do if something else happens, but we're gonna try attack, and that's another 16. Fuck. That first one misses. Second attack. Yeah. That's 9 plus. That's worse. That's 12. Fuck me. That's 2 misses.
Okay.
As he just tries to swing and swing.
And it's not so much that it's like you can't hit it, but you see Watch show up next to you as you've begun to sweat a little bit, and Watch goes, "I'm detecting radiation is beginning to leak into the cabin," as your vision is kind of blurring a little bit as you're fighting this thing, and that's what caused you to make those 2 misses. And she goes, "You will not be able to withstand the radiation for long."
Got it. Wait. Hold on, gotta get the voice filter on. So I got it.
Yep.
Got it. Understood. I've got an idea. Here's hoping it works. And then
I'm with you. Okay. And with that, it'll go to the creature's turn. And it is going to, you see, sprouting from its back, striking at you. This will count as a melee attack. You see these tendrils come out and begin to strike and try to find purchase within the Colossus. And you see there's a tendril that goes for your arm, both your arms and both your legs, as it's attempting to strike out at your limbs. With the first one, that is only a 12.
I think that does miss.
It does miss. And the second, that is a 14 plus 4 for 18.
That one will hit.
Okay, so the ones you're able to shake off, the ones on your arms, or the ones at your legs, find purchase, and you're going to take 22 physical damage, and you are grappled as it like begins to wrap around your legs, keeping you in place.
Got you.
Okay.
Oops, give me that. 21. Cool.
Alrighty. We're gonna jump cut now to the gods versus the drowned king. So for the gods versus the drowned king, what I'm gonna need for this is the gods. The gods get a D20 a pop. Okay, so there's 3 gods. Because Malavar is nowhere to be found. So 3 D20. The drowned king himself gets 2 D20. So who would like to roll for the gods? Why don't, because each of you are while the mech fights happen, why don't each of you roll a D20?
Do we get to add anything?
No.
1 million.
because he wasn't
1
part of
million.
he wasn't part of the main battle, so none of your victories really do anything to affect him. Okay.
Woo!
Was it a good one?
Wasn't bad.
So I will
Okay.
ask for your numbers in a moment. You presently have to beat a 27. You rolled a 19 and an 8.
Okay.
All right. So Val, what did you get?
15.
15. Peter, what did you get?
5.
5.
We only need a 6.
And Rhea?
16.
16 for
Hey, let's
36.
Yes.
Get his ass.
36.
Go get his ass.
As you
Get
see,
him.
the
Get him.
gods are handedly handing the Drowned King his own ass.
Woo, thank God.
I love to watch it.
He holds his own. He holds his own for a good while. But he is getting eventually, like, he gets overwhelmed. You see, Tiamat wields these 2 wicked long black blades that are tipped with like multicolored like almost like gems within the blades that are beginning to kind of cut into him and tear him apart. Thor, classic, has his hammer, and you see Ra is just pumping fire magic at him as eventually he begins to yield and he begins to cut apart or be cut apart and be cut to ribbons before you. And as in his death throes, Peter, is there anything you want to do?
I want to let him know as they're taking care of business, as they say. I'm gonna do better than you ever did. And it's time for the Drowned Queen.
Okay. Peter, roll me a d6 for me, please.
Oh, this D6 that I got from Equinoxdice, I will roll it.
Product placement, baby.
4.
4. Okay. And you see 4. Okay. So you see, as you say that and you step away, Tiamat steps in front to finish the job. As she brings her sword high, and it cuts into his neck. And just before he's decapitated, you see he goes and he bites into her wrist as she severs his head, killing him. And she's like, that was fucking rude. As he is no more. This iteration of the Drowned King is no more.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And we're gonna jump back to the mech fights. And Jeane, what do you got for me?
I'm gonna use it. Fuck it. If radiation's getting too bad for me to focus and hit this thing.
You can see like your systems are beginning to flash red. As like the what is the stability of the mech is beginning to get compromised from the radiation alone.
Yeah.
But you can see the core is like warping from this radiation coming off of this creature.
Yeah. Is any of this considered poison damage?
Yes.
Oh, then it's immune to the poison status and immune to poison damage.
Okay. So
but
the mech is holding on.
But the insides,
but
go so high.
But the squishy organic man that's inside of it,
yeah,
maybe not so much.
Yeah, let's change that.
Oh.
I hope this works the way I want it to.
And like Jeane focuses.
Jeane focuses in. It's like,
I hope this works the way I want it to.
And Jeane, connected to the mana circuitry of this protector, of this golem, of this mech. He takes a deep breath in and then out. And he just whispers.
Tension.
And without pressing the button, he activates the God mode on his phone. That's for you.
That reference. I love that.
Yeah. His body vanishing, falling into and becoming mana itself. Becoming the circuitry, becoming the cogs, becoming the gears, becoming the nuts and bolts. On the outside, the protector begins to shift and change, the circuitry and the language of magic glowing, tracing all over the mech. The panels and framework begin to grow and shrink until the simple machine of this simple giant golem now looks more like a advanced armored knight. Actually, a gunslinger. Magical energy emanating around it, forming into a gunslinger's duster made from pure mana in like a aurora borealis kind of array of coloring. He lifts his hand towards his head and swipes across. And as he does so, magic coalesces into a classic 10-gallon hat. And a gigantic six-shooter railgun materializes in his hand. And he lifts it up. And he just fires away into this creature.
Okay. How does this creature die, Jeane?
His hands are free. And so he lifts the gun to his chest and just you hear the magic, the hum, the of the railgun as he just fans the hammer and 6 railgun bullets enter this thing. And he's aiming up so it goes into the air. It lifts from the ground and it gets higher and higher and higher with each pull. And as it's at its final pull, the mech transforms, shifts and changes again until it itself is a revolver. And with the last bullet, he shoots through. And people watching or noticing will see that the trail end or the trail beginning of the bullet is a miniature version of a mechanized Jeane as he himself becomes the bullet and blows up this knockoff.
Hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah, man. Common Rider reference every day. I fucking there's a very select audience of ours that will fucking know what that is and love the fuck out of it.
And I will give you a picture of what the coat looks like.
Hell yes.
And it's in our chat in our Discord.
Okay.
I believe. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. As this Jeane, you pierce through this creature as it is blown into millions of pieces, showering into the ocean. And as you know, your union with this machine has reached its apex, and you yourself has reached the apex of the atmosphere, piercing through this thing, beginning to fall back to Novum. What do you do?
I let myself fall. Just like looking up at the stars, at the night sky, and for a moment, just let gravity act how gravity is going to act and pull me back down. And as he swiftly turns to see what's happening, to see where his friends are, he lands on top of Nova, being driven by Watch, and he just stands there, arms crossed, as he flies towards them.
Okay. And as you all regroup now at the cliff's edge, Drowned King dealt with, the shields dealt with, the cannons dealt with, the airships dealt with, the High Guard are defeated. Haley, please roll me another D100 and multiply it by 2, and that's how many additional infected you get.
Good Lord.
You are
1
muted.
million.
1 billion.
I was muted. You
What?
didn't hear me. I said it was going to be a big one this time. 95.
95 times 2, that is 190. You have regained the troops that you lost against the Drowned King. As all of your forces are now on this cliff top, or the High Guard has been dispersed, and the group of you now stand on this cliff. The 4 of you, alongside you is Rin, alongside you is Atlas. You would have Rend, by your side in blade form. Watch is always with you, Jeane, as the group of you stand on the cliff top, and the doors to Valerian's palace open,
Ugh.
almost inviting you in.
Shall we?
That's what we came here for.
Do what we came here to do. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And you all charge
And
in.
then we super epic, like the running scenes where like they're running. It's so cinematic. It's so epic.
So,
There's
and-
fighting happening all around.
I promise
us.
it's so cool. I swear. It's so cool.
As you
We're
all
really cool guys.
head into storm Valerian's palace, the camera pulls back as we watch you all
Stop.
run in to the palace, and it pans back to the troops as Tiamat sits down and she pops a bottle of whiskey. She throws back a drink and she goes, "Man, I'm hungry." And that is where we're going to end part 1 of our finale. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 28. And get ready for episode 29, the epic conclusion of Echoes of Legacy. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been Alec Lockman, your game master. I'm going to throw it off to my lovely players to say goodbye. Let's start with Steph.
That's me. I'm Steph. You can find me at Equinoxdice pretty much everywhere if you haven't already. What are you doing? You've had so many chances.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Yeah, I'm ready to cry so many tears next episode. Bring your tissues. Haley, go for it.
I'm Haley. I go by HailieRosie on everything. I'm so excited. I'm not excited to be done, but I'm so excited to finish this story with everyone. I'll pass it off to Christian.
Hi, everybody. Hi. Hey. My name is Christian, aka AFluffyGoomba. All over the internet. I'm a teacher, RPG, performer, educator, and event coordinator here in the space. Oh boy! Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Last but not least. Please take it.
Hey, it's Christian. Hi guys, I'm Betty. I am BettyTheBeholder on TikTok and Instagram. Boy, oh boy, does Tiamat's swords look real good. I think I'm gonna have to take them from her cold dead hands.
Hey, well,
That's all I have to say about that.
Thanks so much, everybody. We will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.